Hello, I'm Renee Langvart, and I'm the Clay Center Area Chamber of Commerce Director. And today I am super excited to be on location, and I am joined by the CEO of the Clay County Medical Center, Austin Gillard.
Thank you.
Very good to be here. So exciting to have you here. Kind of to fill people in, if you did not know, Clay Center passed, or Clay County rather, passed a bond initiative. Was it last year or the year before?
It was about a year and a half ago.
To build a new hospital, to renovate the hospital and make it up to date, just progress it. And so the project has been underway, and we are nearing the completion of phase 1.
That's correct.
Which is super exciting. And we are here in the new hospital. We are in one of the new hospital rooms, and it's absolutely beautiful. I am so excited for Clay Center in Clay County. What a fantastic time to be here in our community. So, Austin, I'd like for you to share a little bit about the whole construction process and what it's been like for the employees here and for the patients as well, and kind of bring us up to speed over the last few months.
Okay, so the construction project really started about a year and 2 months ago, and basically we had to take over Liberty Street to build this new 28,000 square foot addition. And what this addition entails is new patient rooms, new labor and delivery suites, new ORs, and a new women's imaging suite in phase 1. And the process has been pretty streamlined. We took about 6 months once the voters approved to move forward with to issue the general obligation bonds on really planning. And I think when you look through a patient room or all the detail within the building, you'll really see a lot of nice detail and well thought out design for patient care. So we're very, very excited with how this turned out.
Yeah, one of the things I noticed, it seems to be an issue here in Clay Center, but one of the things that I noticed when I pulled up is that nice big parking lot.
Yes.
That is fantastic. So it kind of looks like Liberty Street up to
6th to 7th Street's basically.
Yeah, it's all parking now.
A big parking lot, and parking was an issue. So when we're serving patients, we try to get them as close as possible to the building, and that's just because most of the time they're sick, maybe they're injured, they can't walk. So how do we make it more convenient for the patients? And that was really the design of building that new parking lot.
Yeah, and I think that it's very, at least to me, it's obvious. When you pull up, there'll be a place where patients can just drive essentially right up to the door.
That's correct.
And people can help them. And from the outside, it's beautiful. The actual structure, the facility is very eye-appealing. I go by it every single day on my way home and into town for work. And I know that there's a saying, like, when you're in the middle of it, it feels like extreme chaos, which I'm sure that's how it's felt for you guys here. But from somebody who doesn't work at the hospital or at the medical center or the family physicians, it's gone by so fast.
It has.
And I'm sure you disagree to a certain extent, but every time I would drive by, I can't believe how quickly things changed.
Yep. In about a year. I mean, that's when we broke ground, a year and 2 months ago, and here we are in a new building. So it's been a really good process. We've been happy with it. I think the staff, now that they're in here and putting supplies in, very, very excited. And I think it was tough at first because we had to take off the OB wing and move OB to what we call the North Hall. And then we had a horrible flu season this last year, and all of our patient rooms were full. But I think the staff are really, really coming to enjoy the fruit of their labor and what they're going to be able to experience in the next few weeks here in the new addition.
Yeah. I'm very pleased to see that good things are being said about the working relationships here within the hospital too. Again, from an outsider's perspective, you mentioned the horrible flu season that we had this year. So I can imagine that it really made it extra challenging for you guys in the transition process. But I feel like the level of care has been stepped up even more notches from the facility. And the way that people are talking in the community about the care that they're receiving here at the hospital. And I think when they see the new hospital, they're going to be blown away. I think it's just absolutely remarkable.
Yeah.
So,
in the new hospital addition, not saying staff are attracted to new things, but we're bringing in a lot of good new hires, and we already had a real solid nursing staff here, but it's a lot more attractive to work in a new building like this with new state-of-the-art beds. Now we're not wheeling patients down to a shower stall. All the patient rooms have their own shower in it, so I think it's been really attractive.
yeah. I do think, though, that there's something to be said for newness as far as efficiency.
Yep.
I think that when you feel more efficient in your job, it makes it more enjoyable.
Right.
When you feel like you're actually doing something that's really pushing either patients along or the community itself along, your peers. I do think that it kind of lifts the spirits, and even from the community standpoint, having something like this
Right.
really does boost morale, I think,
Yeah.
knowing that you have something that's safe and really going to help you.
Right.
I think that there's something to be said for that.
Yep,
So
I'd agree.
yeah.
I would agree with you.
well, we're going to take a minute and take a break, and then when we come back, I want to talk about some of the other projects that you have going on here at the hospital.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included with your Eagle Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit eaglecom.net to learn more.
Welcome back, everyone. I am Renee Langvart, the Clay Center Area Chamber of Commerce Director, and I'm joined by Mr. Austin Gillard, with the CEO of Clay County Medical Center. And we are here in this lovely new facility, the new hospital that has been built in this last year, and we're anxiously looking forward to when it opens its doors. I want to take a few minutes and talk about some of the other great things that are going on at the hospital other than the obvious construction.
Right.
I know that in the last year, correct me if I'm wrong, an initiative was set to start a walk-in clinic.
Right.
Can you tell me a little bit about that and how it's going?
Right. So the walk-in clinic was designed just to make it more convenient for our patients to be seen. So ER visits are pretty expensive. So how do we make it less expensive for the patients? So we started a walk-in clinic Monday through Friday from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. And then on Saturdays from 8 to noon, and Sundays from 1 to 3. And then on holidays, we're actually open, Christmas, Christmas Eve, Thanksgiving, from 8 to noon as well.
Oh, wow.
Because we already staff that emergency room 24/7, so we're just utilizing those providers' time. So that's been really successful. We saw about 1,800 patients in our first year with the walk-in clinic. So
that is impressive.
It is, and about 30% of the volume actually comes from patients that aren't even established with any of our primary care providers, Belleville, Washington, Concordia, are all driving here because it's more convenient instead of going to the ER.
Sure.
And so we've seen a lot of success off that walk-in clinic.
I think that that's also something that attracts people to our community. We all know that, when we're sick and it's not really an emergency, and yet you're kind of caught between a rock and a hard place. What do you do, kind of thing? And having that option to be able to go into a walk-in clinic and not have the extra ER charges that are necessary. Right. Not to say that the ER is not necessary, because that's not true. Having that walk-in clinic is definitely a valuable asset to this community. Right. Myself, I'm a working mom, and sometimes it just does not work to get somewhere before 5. And
that's true.
It's nice to have that. I'm super proud of, this is going to sound silly, but of you personally. I think that you have brought something really fantastic to our community as far as your drive and your purpose.
Okay.
I'd really like for you to share with the viewers kind of like your why.
Okay.
Because there's something there. People don't do things like what you do without a why.
Right.
And I think that when we know what that why is, we're able to identify with people easier. So
yeah, my why is actually kind of several different whys, but my main why, so I think it was my first or second week on the job, and I walked into this lovely lady's room. She was an 87-year-old female, and the old hospital, I'm going to call it the old hospital, this is the new hospital, it was an old two-pipe system, so it was either hot or cold, and we haven't switched it over yet. The room was probably 80 degrees, she was sweating, so my why really comes down to quality patient care. And cost-effective patient care, and I didn't feel we were providing a high-quality care, but the building limited what the staff was really able to do with our patients. So my why is really solely on the patient, and how do we make it more comfortable, convenient, because being in a hospital, it's kind of a vulnerable setting, right? You're in a gown, you don't know these people, you know your primary care doc, but that might be the first time you've ever experienced the nursing staff here at the facility. So the why is really quality care, and if we can keep improving that and driving that and using best practices, I mean, this facility is going to keep exceeding and growing like it has year over year.
Yeah, I agree. I think when you're in the hospital, you know, let's face it, most of the time it's not a fun thing.
No, not at all.
You know, even if you choose to be there for a procedure that's elective or whatever, it's never a fun situation. So it's always nice to have somebody care about the backside of that, the actual person, not just a number. And I think that's transparent when people know that they will come here. People will go where they feel loved.
And that's the whole focus. How do we provide that quality patient care, customer service? You know, when you walk into a room now, you know, the nurses greeting you by name, introducing themselves, telling you why they're there, how long it's going to take. You know, we're really trying to change the culture of how we're practicing medicine here at the facility as well. And I think we're starting to see that. I've been getting a lot of thank you notes from people, because we started sending thank you notes to surgery patients. Patients that were here for a hospital saying, thank you for choosing Clay County Medical Center, because people have options. Salina's close, Manhattan's close, Washington, Concordia. So we're doing our best to try to keep reiterating that, you know, we're really here to serve you and we care for you.
I think that's fantastic, and I think that I have a saying on my wall at the Java Junkies that if you feed them, they will come. If you love them, if you take care of them, they will come. So I think it's fantastic. People will go where they are wanted, appreciated, and needed. So kudos to you and the staff for really making that transparent to the community. So great staff, great board, county commissioner, city council for making this all come together. So it was definitely a team approach, and I'm glad I was just that niche to move us forward, that push it forward
piece.
Well, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, I want to talk about when you think it's actually going to be open, and the next phases of the project. So we'll see you in a minute.
Eagle Communications is your ultimate business partner. We provide business class phone with customizable features and fast, reliable internet. Your knowledgeable team at Technology Solutions has a broad base of IT services to meet your needs. Let the experts at Marketing Solutions get your message to the right people on the best platforms. The only piece missing is your business. Call Eagle Communications today at 877-61-EAGLE.
Welcome back. I am here with Austin, and we are going to talk about the next parts, the next phases of the hospital program. You probably just heard a little grinding or whatever. There's still work being done here in the hospital. It's not open yet. So that was a great way to usher in that next question. So when is it going to be finished?
So this whole brand new 28,000 square foot addition, our goal is to have it up and running by Monday, April 30th.
Oh, I thought that's like in 2 weeks.
That's in 1 week. 6 days.
Oh my word.
Yes. So
how impressive.
Yeah, so the plan is to move OB and surgery on Friday this week.
Wow.
And then all the inpatients will move over on Saturday and Sunday, and we'll be fully operational. So on Monday, April 30th, you'll be checking in here for your surgery. You'll be seeing your loved ones or visiting your loved ones in the inpatient unit. And if you're delivering a baby, you'll be in our new labor and delivery suites.
Wow.
So it's really coming together. The team's done a good job getting everything organized, and all the furniture's arrived. So now we're just getting all the supplies in place. So
wow,
yeah, so it's happening really quick. It doesn't look
yeah.
like it when you walk through, but
No.
it'll be ready. So that's kind of phase one when that opens up. The new Women's Imaging Center will open up in the middle of May.
Okay.
So that's a new 3D mammo machine, which is huge
Right.
for this region and the females in our lives. Bone density ultrasound, so a nice private area. So in the future, you'll check into admissions, you'll go visit the radiology receptionist, and then instead of sitting out there, and again, our whole goal around this facility was privacy. You'll be checked into a little women's imaging waiting room with private dressing rooms, and you can actually leave all your stuff there, and the door locks, and we have the code.
Oh, perfect.
So that'll happen in the middle of May, and then we start phase 2. And phase 2 is a completely new ER with 2 trauma bays, a new lab space, and then 12 specialty exam rooms. So we'll be able to have 3 to 4 different specialists here at one time, whereas now we can maybe have 1 or 2. So those outpatient doctors, we have 30 different specialists that come to this facility every month. And the goal is they want to come more, but we didn't have this space.
Sure.
And now we're going to have this space for those specialists to be here. So our goal is to have that completed by the end of November. We're going to do a big community open house in probably October to early November, so the entire community can walk through the new inpatient wing, OB, surgery, see the new lab, the new specialty clinic, and the ER at one time. So we did that instead of the community seeing it in phases, we're going to show them all at once.
All at once.
Exactly.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's going to be really, really nice. I think people are going to be impressed.
Yeah. I think for me, when I think about things, you hit on something. Honestly, time is my greatest luxury, and it's always something that I struggle with. I never have time. I don't have enough time.
Yeah.
So having those specialists come here, I mean, what a time saver for people to not have to worry about making a day trip of something and being able to just come here locally and then go home and not have to worry about anything.
Exactly.
So that's fantastic. Well, how exciting for this whole community and for all of you guys here that work here, for the staff and the doctors and the nurses and everybody. Everybody is important.
They are.
Down to those who clean and take care of the actual facility.
The most important.
Yeah, because you want a nice, shiny new building. You got to keep it.
Environmental services, they don't get enough credit.
No,
but
they do not.
They are amazing people. They keep the rooms clean, infection control, cleaning those bathrooms. So, yeah, kudos to them.
Yeah,
they do a great job.
that's a huge job.
It is.
Definitely probably one of the more thankless jobs.
Yes.
People don't think about that until they need them.
I was mopping floors yesterday, and they were all taking photos of me. I was like,
funny.
I know how to mop floors. Yeah. They're like, what are you doing?
Yep.
Suit and tie mopping floors. Like, I appreciate it. I'm here to help.
That's right, and that is a sign of a great leader. I never asked my people to do anything I wouldn't do myself.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
Well, we're really excited for you guys, and thank you so much for having us up here. I look forward to seeing how great an impact this makes on the community, and thank you for all of your hard work here at Clay Center.
Well, thank you. Thank you. And thank you to this community.
Yeah.
So.
Well, thank you for joining us, and I will see you next time.